Hello, fellow scholars and purveyors of morbid curiosities alike. I'm Dr. Caleb, joined by the only other person on this podcast, Dr. Zach. And this is SCPod. Zach, how are you today?
Oh, I'm feeling fat and sassy. How about you?
I'm feeling less fat, more sassy. We're out of quarantine.
We're out of quarantine.
And we came out the other side looking, well, at least one of us is looking more beautiful.
Thank you.
We'll leave it to the audience to decide who's who.
Caleb, I've always thought you had a face for radio.
So what did you do with your quarantine, Zach? What new skills have you picked up?
I know exactly how many ho-hos I can stick in my mouth.
Like the Pokemon?
Yes. It's less than one.
Well, I picked up a new skill during quarantine. It's podcasting. So we should look into making a podcast.
Nah, it's a fad. It'll pass.
Fair. Speaking of podcasts, what are we talking about today?
Caleb, how do you feel about Bigfoot? We're doing a real classic one here today, I think.
I would say I'm an avid follower of Bigfoot, but just cryptids in general, I guess.
Gotcha. Well, today we're going to be talking about SCP-1000 and what may or may not be an Assassin's Creed-style precursor civilization. Here's the file. Do you want to get us started?
Yeah, sure. Cool. Well, I guess we're just starting Season 4 off with a bang here.
Yeah.
Okay, well, SCP-1000. Object Class, Keter. Special Containment Procedures as follows.
Guys! I got something for you. You're going to want to take a look at this.
Who the fuck are
Do we
you?
just not pay a security bill?
We have entire MTS for this shit. What the hell?
I'm not kidding. You guys need to see this. Here, take this.
Okay, but who the hell are you? And
Okay, I have an article in my hand. Bigfoot's boring anyway. This looks interesting.
fuck it, sure. I do have a question. Who the hell are you?
Well, have you ever heard of a podcast called SCPod?
No, sounds stupid.
Funny story. We were just talking about podcasting.
I made the channel art for them, and you should definitely check it out. But anyways, This article, this is gold. This is like creme de la creme.
All right, fuck it, Caleb.
Okay, Zach, I'm just gonna start reading it.
Yeah, sure. There goes my.
I don't know if this is like an MTF coming to assassinate us, but
It's not.
You know what? We go down with the ship.
It's not the Hat Man, but like I also have like 100 good Bigfoot jokes that I'm just gonna have to like throw away. So just go ahead. It's fine. It's fine.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna start reading it. Item number SCP-323. Never heard of this one before. Object class Euclid. Okay, so we got an undecisive bitch.
Hey, whoa, huh.
Special containment
Hold
procedures.
Yeah.
It's not undecisive. It's just mistaken.
Just looking around, it's like, oh, it's right over there too. Caleb, it's in that case right behind us too. Want to just kind of tilt your head that way?
The only thing that's mistaken here is you interrupting me.
So,
Special containment procedures are as follows. SCP-323 is to be kept in a 17 meter by 17 meter by 17 meter concrete containment cell in Site 91. The object is to be restrained in the center of the cell within a 1 meter cubed container of 8.8 centimeter thick transparent armor lined with one-way laminate. Which is to... Wait, what the fuck?
We're in the containment unit.
Huh. I thought this was a new studio.
Nah. Anyway, keep reading.
Okay. Which is to be fit with one electronically locked access port. This container is to be internally lit, with the surrounding cell kept dimmer to facilitate the one-way laminate. The cell is to be surveyed remotely at all times, and any signs of activity are to be reported. Well, I guess that's why the MTFs weren't outside.
Hmm.
No personnel are to enter SCP-323's containment cell, except to examine the integrity of 323's restraint measures. Restraint measures are to be examined bi-weekly, and any signs of damage are to be repaired immediately. All personnel who enter 323's containment cell are to be accompanied by an armed guard. Personnel are not to be within 323's containment cell for longer than 45 minutes, and any communication around 323 is to be written or spoken in a language other than English or French. In the event that 323 breaches containment and an instance of 323-1 is formed, personnel are to evacuate Site-91, and the site is to be locked down. Remote units are to be deployed to destroy the body of 323-1. Following this, armed personnel may be sent in to reestablish the containment of SCP-323. Okay, so, 2 questions. What the fuck is this? And where the fuck did you come from?
Well, I only got one answer. And that answer is, it is kind of dark in here.
It is.
But SCP-323 is the skull of an unidentified cervid measuring 55 centimeters long, 27 centimeters wide, and 31 centimeters tall. Don't know why they couldn't use inches. This is America.
Is it?
With a pair of antlers measuring 35 centimeters tall and 46 centimeters from tip to tip, growing from the left and right sides of SCP-323. SCP-323 shows signs of damage consistent with outside exposure, with regular pitting, scarring, and weathering across the object, bleaching on the upper surfaces and a missing lower mandible. The rear of the skull features an approximately centered ovoid gap, measuring 25 centimeters high and 23 centimeters wide, giving access to an interior space 16 centimeters deep. This gap shows signs of tool use, indicating that it was carved with tools, possibly stone. SCP-323 displays the ability to react to oral, tactile, and visual stimuli. Testing has revealed SCP-323 appears to have a field of view similar to that of other cervids, and has responded to visual stimuli from up to 50 meters away. The targeting of specific members of personnel, various attempts to breach containment, and the violent reaction towards speakers of the French and English languages suggests a level of sapience. However, this is unconfirmed. Should we be worried?
Miss Stranger, hold on a second. Zach?
Yeah.
What the fuck is a cervid?
Deer, ungulate. It's typically deer, elk, that sort of thing.
Okay.
Is a moose a cervid?
Well, I mean, it has fucking antlers like one, I'll tell you that much. I know that because
it keeps... jackalope?
We're not supposed to talk about that after last time.
What happened last time?
You don't want to know.
That's just to...
Move on.
You're new here, but just...
Okay,
yeah, just...
sorry.
We don't talk about
the group.
We don't talk about the jackalope anymore.
Alright, well... SCP-323 is capable of limited locomotion, typically in the form of small movements and vibrations. In most cases, SCP-323 will only locomote in the event of various stimuli, such as moving away when touched or turning when personnel are present within its containment chamber. SCP-323 has demonstrated the ability to make larger movements, such as lunging at personnel and repeatedly attempting to force its way through containment measures. I just gotta ask one thing real quick, guys.
Yep.
I was not in the room when you guys were. Was that skull always looking directly at us?
Sure.
Did you even pay attention to the things in the room?
Totally.
I just assume that all skeletons are ready to worship me.
Including Harold Holt?
One of them at least.
The necromancer one.
SCP SCP-323 exerts an influential effect in a radius extending roughly 15 meters from itself. Individuals within this radius will begin experiencing cannibalistic thoughts and urges, violent outbursts, and impaired judgment after approximately 1 hour of continuous exposure. Thoughts?
None here.
For tax reasons, I'm saying no.
All right. All I gotta say is, you two are looking scrumdiddlyunctious today. Roughly 74% of individuals who reach this point will attempt to place their heads through the gap present in the back of SCP-323, with efforts made to keep their mouths uncovered. If an individual is incapable of fitting their heads through the gap, attempts will be made to bludgeon their heads against nearby hard surfaces until the point the individual's head fits. The individual loses consciousness or the individual expires. Once the individual has fit their head through SCP-323, the individual is classified as SCP-323-1. Within 10 minutes of putting SCP-323 on, SCP-323-1 will undergo drastic physical alterations. SCP-323-1 will experience a rapid loss of body fat, body hair, and pigmentation. Could care less about the last two, but sounds like a good way to lose some weight over here.
It's the new Ozempic. Doctors hate them for one simple trick.
Call now and make payments of bashing your skull in.
Something, watch this substance.
Followed by the rupturing of the distal phalanges from the fingertips, abnormal tooth growth, and the blackening of extremities consistent with frostbite. Additionally, SCP-323-1 appears to experience greater strength and pain tolerance than the average human. However, SCP-323-1 still appears to be as susceptible to physical harm as it was prior to its introduction to SCP-323. SCP-323-1's metabolism will experience a dramatic increase, requiring a constant caloric intake, with starvation occurring anywhere between 15 to 30 minutes if no self-preservation efforts are made. In order to sustain its increased metabolism, SCP-323-1 will actively seek out and eat other individuals for sustenance until expiration. In the event SCP-323-1 is incapable of finding plentiful nourishment, SCP-323-1 will make efforts to sustain itself, including limiting movement, rationing available food, and auto-cannibalism.
They eat cars?
They sure do.
I don't know about y'all, but my favorite part of the car is the seats. SCP-323-1 will only feed upon humans. It is presumed that SCP-323-1 is capable of receiving sustenance from other sources, but chooses not to. Despite availability or ease of access, during the pursuit of individuals, SCP-323-1 has been known to occasionally make various statements in the Severan Ojibwe, Potawatomi, and Cree languages, as well as in the native language of the instance. It is not known if these statements and the knowledge of these languages is the result of SCP-323's anomalous influence, or if they originate from SCP-323 itself.
So they literally speak in tongues.
Yeah, I do see a little.
The tongues.
They do eat the tongues. I do see a little bit of a. I do see a cassette tape in there as well.
Well, I guess let's crack this baby open. Let's see what's inside. I haven't eaten any pizza recently, so.
Yeah, I got nothing for this one, man.
Pizza doesn't sound tasty.
Hungry. So hungry. I must eat. So very hungry. Always hungry. Must not eat. I have to eat. So hungry. So lonely. Alone. Hungry. Should eat. Must eat them all. I must eat to know warmth. So cold. Must eat.
Did that person sound familiar to you, Zach?
Yeah, but I can't quite place it.
But, I met a lot of people on my Sarkic adventure. Maybe it was the 610 instance that I high-fived.
Maybe there was a lot of.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
There was a lot of implied cannibalism last season.
That's very true.
The best kind of cannibalism.
No, I thought we agreed that the best type of cannibalism was car cannibalism.
That's, you know what? But that's implied.
Fair. Continue.
Anyways, SCP-323 was recovered on... is this American dating or England?
Just go with what you feel
guys?
is. Just go with your heart. You decide what it is.
Alright.
Just know the comments will roast you alive if it's British.
Okay. So on the
It's
97th
fine.
day of December, on September 12th, 1997, or maybe 1897, in the Bittern Lake Reserve, part of the Lac La Ronge First Nation in Saskatchewan, Canada,
That's a funny word.
a small unregistered community had been sustaining an active SCP-323-1 instance by routinely murdering individuals and leaving them out as an appeasement. Investigation revealed blank individuals were involved, who were interviewed and subsequently administered amnestics, and a cover story involving an unidentified serial killer was propagated. SCP-323-1, at the time suspected to be the anomaly, died of starvation during its transfer to Site-91. What are amnestics, guys?
I will say that one day we'll find out, but I have a feeling that's not actually true.
Okay.
Piece of gum?
Piece of gum? Yeah.
Unfortunately, I stopped chewing gum a couple years ago. Not really been
It's
the
human
same.
flesh flavored.
You know what? I'll take it. I've always wondered what human flesh tastes like. Anyways.
It's spearmint.
Anyways, the recorded number of deaths does not appear consistent with the duration of the SCP-323-1 instance. It is suspected SCP-323 went through several instances of SCP-323-1 before containment. However, no irrefutable evidence supporting SCP-323-1's longevity has been uncovered.
And I do see this piece of paper that fell on the floor. It looks like it's an audio or interview log with someone that was involved with that case. Just kind of skipping over it. Looks like it is one of the people that was enabling the 323-1 entity to feed it. Looks like it was under the early effects of it because the Mr. Namagoose was experiencing the auditory hallucinations of the 323 talking to it. So Yeah, it looks like it could be. It looks like even when it is a 323-1 entity is already in effect, it looks like it still has that psychoactive component to it, to outward. So, say if you, our new friend here, were under the effects of it, and were wearing the skull, Dr. Caleb and I myself might have the effects of hearing it talk to us.
Wait, did you just say I'm psycho?
I said nothing of the sort. If you found something, you put it there yourself.
Good thing I wear earplugs.
Yeah. So, I just want to ask you, Dr. Caleb, if you had to eat,
I can't hear you. I'm wearing earplugs.
Get him out.
Okay.
If you had to eat a part of someone, what would it be?
Earlobe. Next question.
Really? Why? Would you fry it up? Do you think it'd be crispy?
I bet it would be really gristly. It'd be like eating like the top of like a chicken leg or something.
Or like an octopus,
like
or like an
super...
or like an octopus ring.
Yeah. Where it's just like, I mean, it'd be super chewy. It'd be like, what's the name of it? It's like the Italian dish, deep fried like squid, calamari. No.
I don't know.
You know, I've been on a little bit of a health binge recently, so the idea of deep frying anything isn't too good. I think I would have to take it raw.
Raw, really? You're not worried about, because the thing about eating like cannibalism is that anything they were suffering from, you would be also almost immediately get, just because it's 100% communicable.
That's why if somebody ate me, they would just turn awesome.
No, Dr. Caleb, if they get you, they would need to see a doctor real quick.
If they ate you,
good thing I am a doctor.
Not that doctor.
They wouldn't want to remember your birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Caleb.
I don't know what it is, guys. You know, even with the thought of possibly getting some horrible disease, I think I would still have to go raw. The idea of just...
All right, mystery guest.
Yes.
You have 2 SCP celebrities in the room with you right now. Which one are you eating?
Oh, you know...
I'll put up a fight.
Well, I do gotta
But
say...
I also have so many diseases in me that you might have a better chance of living if he's putting up a fight.
You know,
I
will
don't
say,
think so.
You both look like snacks.
I am happily divorced, and second of all, you're gonna lose calories on me net wise because of the fight. And so, if you're looking for just like a pure caloric intake, Caleb.
I think I'd have to take a bite of both of you.
I'm so stashed with amnestics, you're not gonna remember how I taste.
What are amnestics?
And that's fine. Don't worry about it.
Ask your mom.
I think I would have to take a bite out of both of you. You know, in this day and age, in 2025, we should just be able to take bites out of each other. How can you truly get to know someone if you haven't eaten a part of them?
Here's a question for you, mystery guest. Have you tasted yourself?
Unfortunately, I have not removed my ribs.
That's fair enough. I got that reference. Have you tried eating yourself? Let me rephrase.
I have not. You know, unfortunately, I'm sure I would taste.
How about you tell us right now on the air? Give it a shot. Like, this will help us. Like, this will help the numbers.
You know, I definitely
on podcast.
would. I definitely would.
We'd be as big as Joe Rogan.
But
yeah,
you know, I just
money.
had a snack. I just had a snack before I came in here. You know, right behind that heavily bolted door.
Yeah, I can't help
So
but
you
feel
know,
like shit.
I'm not really. I'm not hungry just yet, Besides, why would I take a chunk out of myself
For science.
As opposed to...
when there's other people? Or, a mess hall just down the down the hallway.
It's been established.
God damn, is it actually a mess?
Yeah. Someone actually put in nuclear material into the vending machine, and it didn't go well. And it actually wasn't me.
Oh, is that what that smell was?
Yeah. There is like a small
elephant. Was it in D Hall? Because that's where our cells are, and that could also be the source of the smell.
It almost smelled like someone soiled themselves, but it also just smelled a little green.
Yeah, that could have been me. I don't believe in showers. Okay, so we're all aware that this is a Wendigo Skull, right? Like this is that Native American like folklore thing.
Well, hold on. You're really gonna say folklore when you were right before I came in? I could hear you down the hall. You were gonna talk about Bigfoot.
The problem with that is that Bigfoot's real and has a space-faring civilization.
Well, I haven't seen any evidence of Bigfoot.
Thank you to the amnestics department.
But all I can say is
what's your clearance level?
Mine?
Yeah.
All I can say is
exactly. How do I know this isn't macaroni art I'm looking at about this Wendigo Skull?
Is it made of macaroni?
It's also right over there.
Like, here, I can come close and I can try to take a bite of it.
No, we're good. We're good.
No, that's not going to be necessary.
Okay.
We had enough people try to eat us last season.
I kind of need to, go eat something soon. It's been about 15 minutes since.
We just offered you to take a bite out of yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, but all I'm saying is there's a mess hall just down the hallway, guys. You
could try eating that intern going down the hall right now.
Dr. Caleb said something about macaroni art. I just want to prove to him that it's not macaroni art. Just I'll come over, I'll take a bite of the page. No harm, no foul.
All right, listen here, mystery person. We do not keep an 8-year-old held in suspended animation and subject them to numerous tests to not just offer you D class to eat.
We got plenty.
You keep an 8-year-old suspended in animation?
Trust me, it's for the best.
We don't talk about Tyler too much anymore because unfortunately the comments will also roast us alive about that. But yeah, we do.
Oh, we're talking about
Also,
we have multiple 8-year-olds, Caleb.
That's true.
Yeah, we have to be a bit more specific.
Caleb,
I thought we were talking about the Scarlet King thing.
Oh.
Now that sounds like a tasty meal.
Down the hall, go to the teleporter, you'll be in the other facility.
But that being said, tasting human. But you just mentioned that, Bigfoot's a real thing. And, all these anomalous things. Do you think they taste just as good as human? I mean,
there's one way to find out.
Like human?
The problem is that you're going to have to fistfight a Sasquatch to do that, to find out, and I don't think you can do it.
Look, all you have to do is you have to sneak up behind a Squatch. And then you jump up and you grab around. What's it going to do?
It's going to throw you about. It's going to throw you around like a pizza pie.
Yeah.
But in that time...
that scene in Avengers with Loki and the Hulk?
That's
just going to be you.
But during that time, I could take a chunk out of his ass.
I don't think that you understand that human teeth aren't made to do that.
I don't know what the natural AC rating of a Sasquatch is, but it's higher than what your damage can be with human teeth.
You're gonna have to roll pretty high for that one.
Yeah, you're gonna need like a natural.
Sasquatch's ass has a high AC.
Right, it has like it only crits on 20.
The
Threat ranges being what they
Sasquatch.
are. The Sasquatch.
All right, enough about eating people and eating things. I'm starting to get hungry too, and the vending machine's out of order. So.
Yeah, sorry guys.
You just said it wasn't you.
It was. Yeah, it wasn't.
What's your favorite? What's your favorite cryptid? Well, since we're talking about make believe today.
Who are you asking?
Anybody. This is to the council.
Mine would definitely have to be Mothman. Not only is it just a moth, you know, but there's a statue.
Also a man?
There's a statue built, and the city that has the statue built has come out and said to stop putting coins in the statue of Mothman's ass. And people are still putting coins and dollar bills in his ass.
I have a really serious question. Does it take credit? Wait, can I take my credit card and go shing? Will the Mothman statue activate in attack mode if I do that?
I don't think it'd be attack mode. I think the only way to get it into attack mode is to bring a lamp near it.
What is the sun but the biggest lamp?
That Icarus was Mothman.
Mothman was Icarus, you mean?
Yes. But what about you guys?
What's your favorite cryptid?
My manager.
Yeah, you know what?
Rarely seen when looked for.
Not anyone in particular, but just the idea of having one.
There we go.
What about you, Dr. Caleb?
Do you want serious answer or real or funny haha answer?
Well, you know, we're all men of science here. So well, okay. Two of you are men of science. One's a woman of science.
Yeah.
Let's hear the serious answer.
The Hat Man.
The Hat Man's not a cryptid.
The Hat Man's very real, and will shoot you if you get out of line.
Is it?
But there are definitely some. The Hat Man has been in two places at once. I've seen it.
No, that's fine. How have you seen it?
The Hat Man does not respect gender pronouns past 450 milligrams.
But no, wouldn't the Hat Man be a ghost, not a cryptid?
Ghosts can be cryptid.
It's the Kappa.
It's the what?
The Kappa. That's my favorite cryptid.
Oh, okay.
Oh, like the Japanese yokai.
Yeah.
You know, I think I gotta change my answer. Mothman's pretty good. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna appreciate Caleb's non-standard answer.
Yeah, you know, I would be almost as surprised if he would have said the Ninjin, or the Ninjin, or however you say it.
The Ningyo?
No.
The mermaids?
Yeah?
Yeah, the Ningyo.
Oh. I've been saying that wrong my entire life.
Ningen is human.
So,
which would be funny because that would mean Dr. Caleb's favorite cryptid is his fellow man. Just imagine going to like your local 7-Eleven and just being like, "Holy shit, they're real."
Then you get the cops called on you for being racist.
But yeah, Ningyo is the mermaid. Where if you if you eat one, you get immortality. But the only thing you can ever say is how you killed and ate a Ningyo for immortality.
No.
This sounds like an SCP.
You know, it might be. Hey, mystery person, you want to go kill and eat a Ningyo and tell us how it tastes?
No. Not.
It's human. It's kind of like a human.
It's not human enough. I mean, just gonna pop to the mess hall
guys,
after
look
this.
at this. Look at this. I'm holding my hand out, and the skull is shaking. I'm telling you, it's under my command.
I also can remember it's not liking anyone speaking English or French, and we've been speaking English and not necessarily French around it this entire time, so it's probably not happy with us.
Pinot Noir. Sauvignon Blanc. I surrender.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's pissed. Kind of think of it, Mystery Guest over here is kind of shaking too. Do you also have strong feelings about the English language?
The English language is something I don't like to get into. It is the scum of languages.
Well, you ain't wrong. Dr. Caleb, do you have anything else you want to say about, cannibalism?
I'm just thinking, it is interesting, right, that, in the animal kingdom, even animals don't engage in cannibalism, right?
Yeah, it's because of these things.
Very seldom... Yeah, there's, very seldom a species of animal that will engage in cannibalism unless it's, dying.
Actually, that I'm thinking about that, that's actually not correct. King cobras, for example, are, wildly cannibalistic, if I recall. And then lions also engage in it in weird ritualistic ways. When a male lion takes over...
eat their babies.
Yeah, but there are reasons for that, too. But, lions, for instance, will sometimes kill and eat the cubs of a lioness after they've taken over a territory. And then also engage in some really weird behavior. A lot of lizards, also Komodo dragons, especially, have been known to be cannibalistic, especially with their young or other people's young. No, actually, I want to say that cannibalism is not super common, but it's also not unheard of, depending on species.
Are you on the stranger side now?
I'm just saying, you said something, and I almost agreed to it, but I remembered, oh yeah, it's wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, humans are animals. So
you and me,
kinda.
me.
Why? Why is it so unheard of for a human to eat another human, but hamsters will eat their offspring?
Because unlike hamsters, we have taxes, and cars, and can talk to each other.
And a census.
More importantly, we can talk to each other in a way that goes, "Hey, I don't want to be eaten," and most of us tend to agree to that.
But what if all your
hamsters famously cannot do that?
But what if all you're hearing from them is, "Hey, I want to be eaten. I am a tasty snack."
Then there probably wouldn't be very many hamsters left.
Have you ever tried a tinfoil hat? That seems to help me with the voices.
The tinfoil does not sound that tasty.
Well,
you're over here eating tinfoil?
Do you guys remember the story of the guy who posted it on the internet when it was in its infancy, and he was like, "I want to eat somebody," and somebody responded to the ad who was suicidal, and
the guy in Germany,
and was, if I remember correctly, was dying.
Yeah, and he ate him.
Yeah, I think the whole thing was botched because he tried to he cut off the other guy's cut off his penis and tried to eat it, but also or tried to cook it and ended up burning it while the guy bled out in his bathtub like a very small abattoir. I think Wang did a video on it that covers the whole thing.
Oh, now who's saying French things?
That's fine. You said caps off. Fuck off.
I surrender.
We also don't know if caps off is what that man ate or drank along with his burnt penis.
True.
But no, there's a whole thing. And so, there's always been a weird fascination with cannibalism as people, just because we largely see it as a cultural taboo no matter where you are. Just because I feel like it's one of those things where it kind of breaks the implicit social trust we have in other people. Because, if we can't trust each other like that as a species, then we probably would have had a lot more problems earlier on because we are a social animal. So that's probably a roundabout answer. Yeah.
All I'm saying is get a couple cats. They'll be your social.
Nope, we're not doing that.
Eat your neighbors.
We do. This is the internet. We don't fuck around with the cats.
True. Zach, do you have anything else you want to say before I call the MTF?
Nope. Get him on the horn.
Well, this was fun, guys. I'm getting kind of hungry. I'm gonna go to the mess hall. Yeah. Bye.
Officer, she went that way.
What a lovely individual.
Yeah, we're gonna add more bolts next time.
Yeah.
Shit.
Zach, where can people find you?
They can find me over on my personal blog for my short form horror content over on Roll for Writing, which is www.makeawritingcheck.blogspot.com, or over on YouTube at Roll for Writing Presents for the Odd Video Project. I also have a book out, Tales from Port Astor, where you can buy wherever it is you buy audiobook, or not audiobooks, buy ebooks, and yeah.
Great. We're working on the audio portion of his audiobook.
No, we're not.
You can find me at Calica1738 on Twitter and Instagram. Yeah. Or sometimes I stream or upload videos on Calica Plays on YouTube and Twitch. So, or you can just follow the podcast and everything that I do with that. You can find the podcast on Twitter at SCPod_cast. You can follow us on Instagram at SCPod.cast. We're available on Spotify and YouTube. And as of, tomorrow, TikTok will be down, so I'm no longer going to be trying to post things on there. But I am trying to work on getting some things uploaded outside of just the main podcast, so look forward to that stuff as well. Please remember to, on whatever platform you're using, to give us as many clicks as possible. Comment, rate, subscribe, like, any of that stuff. It really does go a long way to giving us discoverability and letting other random people that should probably be locked up stumble into our recording sessions. Yeah, and Zach, what are we covering next time?
Next time we are covering SCP-345.
And which one's that one?
It's hard to explain. We'll get into it.
Oh, that's right. That's the one that's unbelievable. That's right. Okay, I gotcha. Okay, well, finally, Zach, I don't know if you saw it, but I put my tinfoil hat on, so I can't really read your telepathy anymore. So what are you trying to tell me?
I am trying to tell you that stay tuned to see a sort of dead vlogger and their clingy extra-dimensional fan.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time.
Bye.